I'm Kyle Lamb from Viking Tactics. I'm here with Ray Brock from Leupold Tactical Optics, and we want to talk to you about a couple of new scopes that have come out. This scope here is the 1-6. This is a groundbreaking scope to me. I've shot a lot of red dot sights. I've shot the 1-8. I love those sights, but now I've got a 1-6, and on the bottom end of this, it's awesome. I can drive the gun just as hard as I want, and I still have a great field of view. It's almost as though I'm looking through an aim point. I can shoot as fast as I can with an aim point or an EOTech with this scope, and it also has the ability to crank up to 6 power. Some of the features that have changed from the 1-8 to the 1-6, now instead of the rear of the scope turning, if you've got scope covers, I can adjust the power ring and the rear of the scope does not turn, so I can quickly go to 1-6 without having to deal with the rear cover. It's a 34mm main tube, real robust tube. They've got a zero lock stop on your turrets, so I can crank up to wherever I want to be, and then I can come back down, and it locks back at the 0 position. They've got a new reticle. I'm gonna let Ray talk about that more once we get to it. We've also got that feature on the windage. On the other side of the scope, we've also got the adjustment for the illumination. The illumination in this scope is unlike most I've seen. It's incredibly bright, so in a super bright day, I can still turn it up to the high setting, get a good dot, so if I'm up close and I've got the power cranked down, it is a front focal plane scope, so when I'm on 1 power, the reticle looks little, but I'm able to turn on the dot and have a red dot scope and shoot super fast.
We were able to take that same technology and the things we learned with the 1-8 and put it in that daylight bright visible reticle. So that's a key component and key feature to this scope. The other thing that Kyle's mentioned is that true 1 power and how quick and easy to acquire that. I'd say those are the two main components to this, and then the value of this scope. You know, it's going to be in the $1,500 range, in a much more affordable scope than the 1-8. We're really excited about this. We think it's going to be a great 3-gun optic, as well as some of the unit sales in the Department of Defense stuff. So good military scope also. What
about the 3-18? Why don't you cover a little bit of that?
We have a Mark 6 family here. So it's a Mark 6 1-6 and then a 3-18. We were able to take the 3-18 and put it into a 12-inch package, 34mm main tube, same eye shell power selector ring that we have on the 1-6, pinch and turn locking turret, similar to what we did on the 1-8. It has a revolution indicator, so when you get into the second revolution, the indicator pops up. Very easy to zero. We have capped the windage to save a little space and weight. 44mm objective, again front focal plane. It is a very short, compact unit. Lots of rail space in front of it, so we can do. There are any number of night vision devices that will fit in front of that, and that was a key component.
Could you also cover the reticle, the CMRW?
So the CMRW is a reticle that we got. It's similar to our CMR squared. We just took the CMR squared, which we run in our hammer optic, and we put wind holds in it. Very intuitive, very simple. It's got some ranging features in it. Very quick to acquire, but not too busy. It's something that we're excited. It's going to have a 5.56 version and a 7.62 version that will be in the 1-6, and then we're just going to do the 7.62 version in the 3-18. One other great feature that we've added is in this pinch and turn is that it has a different detent at 5 mils. So as you're going in and you need to quickly dial in 5 mils, it has a different feel at that 5 mils. It's kind of a click, 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 clunk, drops into a different space. So it's really kind of a nice feel there, so that the operator can get to that space quickly.
I got 2 things. One thing that you left out was they're made in the USA, which is very positive for us, and I love the scopes. The second thing is, do not go out and shoot these scopes unless you're prepared to buy them, because when you shoot the 1-6 and the 3-18, you pretty much can cover every system that you have in your arms room with these two scopes. So thanks a lot, Ray.
Yeah, thank you, Kyle. Appreciate it.
Back to MIL-SPEC Monkey.